the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a very good morning. I am. Got my coffee. I even got a donut this morning. Krispy Kreme. Let's see. We got Denise here. Good morning. Jeanette. We got Jessica here. Native Pride. Paul, good morning. Okay. And I see we got more and more people jumping in here. Whoa, very heavy on the YouTube people this morning. That's good. I'm trying to get all of my stuff uploaded to Rumble as well. The Rumble app, that's where they need some work. It takes way too long. There's videos that I set up to be, oh, good morning, Karens. Good morning, Mama Coop. I set a couple videos up. Lilu, good morning. To be uploaded, and it was taking so long for them to upload that I finally just can't, like a week for it to upload. So I finally just canceled the upload and then started doing it on my computer. Good morning, Gary. Gary, how are things in Portugal? I every time I hear about Portugal, I think of you. It's a good morning here. Things are going very well. Got the little man, he's still asleep. So once he wakes up, I'll probably end the stream and go make breakfast. Maybe not. We got donuts. I can be lazy. Good morning, Marcy. So I got a couple things. I got a very busy day today. Things I want to get to. Things I'm gonna try to get to. Hey, Coop. Good morning. Good morning, Big Ron. Um, yeah, I got to do some stuff around the house. I planted. I'm pretty sure my apricot tree is dead, but I'll wait. I'll see if it blooms this spring. But pretty sure that's dead. The peach tree should be okay. We got a couple days of frost, and the peach trees need frost. I bought an apple tree and I planted that. It's supposed to warm up this week, so I've set up a whole irrigation system. That's why I was waiting to buy more plants. I think you guys have seen my lemon tree, and I've got a lemon. It's it's big, it's yellow, it's just green right around the stem, and I think I got to wait for that to turn yellow and it kind of be easy to pull up before it's ripe. So that's almost there. My lime tree is really small, but I'm getting buds on it like I'm gonna get limes. So maybe I'll have limes this year. Don't know. Uh, but the lemon tree, once I can harvest that lemon that's on it, and I got a couple new lemons that are starting to sprout. Once I harvest that lemon, that's going outside, and I'm just gonna have fruit trees all right in a row. I killed your banana tree. We get the date producing palms that people put in, and I wouldn't mind putting one of those in. Good morning, AVA. Uh, Hopefully today I can get a citrus tree. I really want a citrus tree. They do very well out here. Like they get big citruses out here. And if I can also find an avocado tree, I'll get one of those too. Out here, because we don't pull water from the Colorado River, we have an underground aquifer. Our water here is so cheap. The leeches let it slip that they were trying to hit people with terms of service for using their content. Uh, I'm growing a fruit salad. The puppy, hold on, she's right here. She's got her sweater on because it's been cold. So yeah, she's tearing apart my bed this morning. You okay over there, Laura? So yeah, she's doing good. Uh oh, your puppy's watching. I'm sorry, I misread that. I thought you were asking if Glory was watching. Sorry about that, Lulu. Uh, pets, we don't deserve pets. Yes, I don't deserve you. Um, but yeah, they are also little tragedies. We had Sunset Angel; she lost her dog. So pets are great, but very sad when we lose them. I was outside. I woke up at 5, and I was outside taking the dog out. All the roosters in the neighborhood were crowing, and the sun wasn't even out yet. she she's standing. Look, here, look. She's right there. She's looking at me, and she's also looking at my donut. She is not going to get any of my donut. No, my donut. You already had treats this morning. You and the kitty both had treats. The cat, if I don't give the cat a treat, he just meows at me so loud. So loud. Um, no, I don't think. Well, this could have been the last live that they did, but it was Kendra who was on, who was complaining. I've never watched them live. I've only seen the clips you guys have sent to me. I do have to thank Lisa Hines, who she sent me all of these great decals, and I didn't catch it, but in the bag, she said there was a coin, and yeah, so this is going to go with my coin collection because every Milte person you collect challenge coin, but you know what? This is actually unique. It's actually not a coin. This is a poker chip. In some units, I've seen do poker chips as a coin. So I've got that. But I did my short about that, and she did catch it. So I'm glad about that. I wanted her to see me open it. Um, I, I'll wait. I'll wait to get into some of this stuff because I can take my time this morning. But yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully, I can find a citrus tree today because I'd like to plant one of those. Um, it is supposed to be cold and windy, I believe. Again, it's supposed to warm up this week. Yeah, today it's going to be 63. Um, Tomorrow it'll be 69. I've got a screen door I've got to hang. Yeah, I've only gotten the clips that people have sent me from them. Um, so yeah, um, I was a little bit lazy last night. Instead of buying the uh, or instead of making fried chicken, I bought fried chicken from the store. So I was kind of lazy, and I bought donuts because I was like, I can be lazy in the morning too. Oh, I know what I need to do. I did not. No wonder why no one's watching on Twitter. We got 3 people watching on Twitter. So those of you who are here, thank you. I forgot to share this to the groups on Twitter that I'm a part of because I got people in those groups who watch me. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now watch, the Twitter numbers will shoot up. I really need to spend some time growing the Twitter again. Good morning, Fun Laughter. Fun Laughter over there on Rumble. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah. In fact, I gotta put up my Rumble. Uh, we're growing on Rumble too. We're up to 164. So thank you for being a part of our Rumble group. Oh my god, that made me laugh, Mary. Um, yeah, they're just they're just angry people. Very angry people. And for the haters, I did there was a response to some of my posts and stuff. Um, yeah, so Spawn put up all this, like, all these chats with like arrows and stuff to try to prove me wrong, and that just makes him look crazy. Like, I posted the picture of Charlie from It's Always Sunny where he's standing in front of all the maps that are connected, and he's like, "It's a huge conspiracy, dude." Yeah, I posted that all to find ways to explain away why he won't um, why he won't just give any proof of his service. And I'm serious. Next time he goes live, you guys jump in there and ask him who Susan Cartwright is. Susan Cartwright, and you'll see he won't answer. He doesn't have the guts to answer because it would make him look bad. It would make him look like a hypocrite, which is what he loves calling everyone. But yeah, and I love how, you know. Do you ever notice he puts up the coffee time thing? It's like, okay, yeah, dude, I know what you're doing. Everyone knows what you're doing. Uh, and everyone, oh, everyone's copying him. Everyone's saying everything he's been saying for months. No one really watches him. You can see his numbers. His numbers have gone down. So I doubt that, all of us who are much bigger, I doubt we've all have been copying him. But the coffee time, it's like, oh, we know where you got that. We know where you got that. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be upset with him copying. I'm in the military. We used to teach that plagiarism is a good thing. Good. I- That's good. But you all just know, you have to know how much time I spent trying to think of new and fun things to do uh, on this show and on when I'm on Georgie and Coops. Yeah, he's got to keep us. Do, do you know? Like, he is acting just like a stolen valor person. Like, I've dealt with those guys. It's stolen valor is not a big deal for me because most of the time that I see it, it's just people who I recognize they're either mentally ill or they're just in very dire circumstances, right? But he's acting just like them. Like, so many excuses as to why he can't just say, Here's a redacted thing of my service." Like, and people, they keep talking about, DD-214s. You DD-214 is private. He told everyone he had mine. He doesn't have mine. Just another lie that he spread about me. But yeah, he said that he had mine. Uh, Someone can only get your DD-214 from the VA if you've authorized it or if you're dead. Only two ways. But one thing that you can do, and any one of you want to do this on me, you can request from the VA a statement of service. It'll tell you my name. I think it might tell you my date of birth. I'll have to pull up one. I've got a couple of them around here. It'll tell you my name, date of birth, what service I was in, generally what dates, and what type of discharge I had, and that's all the information it gives. So you can absolutely go get that on me, anyone else, and that would prove, that I served. Uh, I'm not asking him to post personal stuff. I'm not asking him to post an address or anything that would put his family in jeopardy. I'm just asking him, prove your service because you wanted to question mine. What kind of veteran lies about another veteran's service? Stolen valor. They're used to lying. That's that's what it is. So the more this goes on, the more I start leaning to, oh yeah, I think he's starting. I think he's stolen valor. He'll say the right things, but then he doesn't act the way a veteran would. Like me, when people ask me about my service, I'm like, there's more than enough about me. You don't need to post any. I don't need to post anything. There's more than enough out there to prove my service. Yeah, native pride. They're just not adding up. They're just not adding up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what a statement of service is. See, a DD-214, it does show personal information, but it will give you a lot more. It'll tell you all the stuff the statement of service does, but also tell you where he served. It'll tell you the awards he won. It'll tell you the commands that he was a part of. So, you know, that that's really all I wanted to say about it. But keep going in there and asking him who Susan Cartwright is. Keep asking that. They are really mad. I had posted a picture and was like, I've got no problem proving my service. And then they posted it and said I had Napoleon syndrome because I'm the shortest guy in the photo. I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8". That is what is the average height for men in the U.S.? 5'8". I'm perfectly average. So okay, I've never been the tallest guy. I've never been the shortest guy. I've been average almost everywhere I go. Well, we can't do a VA check because he's in the he was in the UK services. Yes, So, Lilu, for U.S. people who want their DD-214 of their passed away family member, um, you may need a death certificate or at least the date of death. Uh, you'll need their name, birth date, and uh, name and birth date really is what you need. They can find it from there. But the more information that, oh, good morning, Stacy. Ain't seen you in a while. And I didn't say good morning to Kisler, Kiesler, or Kierler, Kizierler. I took a bowl of retard this morning, apparently. Oh, thank you. Greg, thank you so much. Where are you at in Scotland? I'll add you to the list. So because I got my little list where I pin up where everyone's from. Oh, Keith. Okay. Thank you, Keith. Demon Seed is still there. You'll be okay, Coop. Yeah, I'm telling you, go to Disneyland and ride Big Thunder Mountain. It's known as the Kidney Stone Passer. It's a little bit rough, but it'll jar that thing loose. Yep, yep. I my service alphas. I showed that picture of me in both as a sergeant and as a corporal, which I was enlisted from '02. I came in. I joined the delayed entry program in October of 2001. By January of '02, because I waited, I was still working for the University of Toledo. They wanted me to go to boot camp early, but we had made the Motor City Bowl, and I wanted to be a part of that because I'd been there for 4 years. We had done very well, but this was the first time we went to a bowl. So we beat Cincinnati in the Motor City Bowl. I got my ring. I was all happy, and then I went to boot camp like 2 weeks later. So January 20th, I stepped on the yellow footprints at Paris Island, and I'll be going back to Paris Island this year. So that'll be exciting. Adult child Bruce, good morning. Yeah, yeah. If you have their date of death and date of birth, you that should be all that they need. If you have their death certificate, you'll have no problem whatsoever. And you can get a death certificate, from wherever locale that they died. It's really easy. You might have to pay a couple bucks. Okay. So Keith was a career sailor. Yep, you can request medals. Well, you can actually, if you know what they wore, you can buy the medals. Um, Oh, they have the photos of when they joined? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. No, no, I like the green crayons. The green crayons are the best tasting. Yep, you can go straight to the VA. Um, you can also get more stuff from the National Archives. If you know what units they were in, what time they were in, you can request photos and stuff like that from the National Archives, and they'll give you a lot of that stuff. You can do FOIA requests for it. Uh, I did the interview last weekend with Patricia Wynne Brown. All that stuff that she got about her dad, she got all via FOIA. So FOIA is a very powerful thing. I love how the haters have done FOIAs on me. It's like, okay, I don't care. From Fife, between Dundee and Edinburgh. Me, me and my younger brother, we've talked about. I've got friends in the UK, uh, over near Stratford upon Avon, which is a beautiful town. It's where Shakespeare was from, lived, and died. Um, but they live over there, and I really want to come there and take a train to Scotland. My brother wants to go, but he will not just do this stuff to get his passport. It's like, dude, it's so easy. The hardest part is taking a picture and filling out You got to take a picture, fill out the paperwork. You pay about I think it's $120 now. And then you take it to your post office. And I'll give you guys another tip: go to a smaller post office. If you go to the big ones, they're only going to take appointments. If you go to the small rural ones, uh, you'll walk right in and they'll do all the stuff. It literally, after I had everything together, I put it in an envelope. I went to the post office, 15 minutes, and I was done. It took longer for me to pay. My grandfather was in the Korean War. He was the general's driver. I've got his picture over here. Um, yeah, it's it's really like proving your service should not be like you don't have to do a lot to prove your service. But see, he wants to be secret squirrel. He wants to be so secretive of everything. And that that's that's why he's not doing it. See, that's also why he won't monetize. Because when you monetize, you have to give up your name, your address, all this stuff. And then if someone does a copyright claim, if you respond, you got to give that same stuff. You think him and Tat and Squid, you think they would all just leave me alone. But every single time it's one of them. It's one of them. Squid's been backing away. Hopefully she's learned those other two are just dummies. But hey, some lessons are hard to learn. Just show the retired ID card or a veteran's ID card. Can't forge the new ones. For what are you saying? If you go to Scotland, you should visit our Stonehenge. We want to go to a whiskey distillery. I like Scotch. I really do. But yeah, we want to go to a whiskey distillery for sure. Um, uh, I want to see. I want to go to the battlefield of Bannockburn. Um, I do want to go to Leicester City and see the where they found King Richard, King Richard III. I think that'd be cool. I like all that history shit. Oh, to prove your yeah, there's a million different ways to prove your military service. Be like, here you go. Like, yeah. Someone did remind me that I'm a 100% disabled veteran and we can now fly Space A Oconus. And they reminded me that there is a lot of flights from here in Southern California to Pensacola if I choose to go for that hearing. Oh, thank you again, Greg. Thank you. We are like two houses 30 minutes from each other, Skipper. If you ever visit Edinburgh, Edinburgh looks beautiful. It looks fun too. I've got a good friend of mine on Twitter. He lives in, I don't know if it's in Edinburgh or just outside, but he works at a convenience store. And oh my god, he makes me like just the shit he'll say just makes me laugh. He hates druggies, and they always come in and try to like shake him down for free stuff. And he's like, it's mostly lighters, and he's like, yeah, like I don't know what they're doing. He's like, they're all pieces of shit and whatnot. And he hates pit bulls, and I've found people with pit bulls are the easiest people to troll. Yep, space safe for 100%. No, they don't. So you're retired. You can do space safe for overseas. I don't. I can only do CONUS. My understanding of it. My husband is disabled. Would I receive his benefits when he passes? You will get survivor's benefits. So you should start looking into those now. Is he 100% disabled? Because I can't see it. It doesn't say here. So if you put it, I just can't see it. Yep. Thank you, Paul. Uh, my great grandfather or great great grandfather was in a Civil War buried in an unmarked grave in Ohio. Is there a way to get a marker for him? Yes. If you know what cemetery he's in, they probably have records, and you could request from the VA to get him a headstone. And if they give you any problems, reach out to us. Uh, because if you have to come out of pocket, that's something Veteran Nation Foundation would love to help with. You need to learn to say Edinburgh properly. Edinburgh. My one friend, she's like, whenever I was in the UK, she was like, okay, try to use our accent. And I'd be like, I'd walk around and I'd be like, hey mate, can I get another water, please? And she would just be dying laughing. Like she was like, "There's some things that you say that I'm like, oh my god, he does that so well." And I'm like, "Because I hung out with you for so many years, I can pick up stuff." She's like talking with her. She grew up in Birmingham, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just so glad I didn't pick up that shit accent." She does not like the bummy or the what are they? Is it the bummy accent? Is what they call it? I think Birmingham. It's either Burmy or Bummy. I can't remember. I do want to go to a football match next time I come to the UK too. I've gambled on football. I am gonna go. I've ate my donut and I've drank my coffee. I'm gonna go get more coffee. So be right back. All right, I'm back. Um, Brummy, yeah, Brummy. There we go. I knew I was saying it wrong. Um, yeah. The other thing, the kids want to. My nephew and my son both want to go to Normandy, and they want to see that. And if we do that, I will try to see if we can stop off and to Jersey or Guernsey. I think seeing those would be really cool. Uh, 10 in the Rumble Room. Yeah, we got 11 now. It's showing me, so that's good. That is good. I gotta pull up the YouTube studio. I didn't pull it up. Um, oh, I always screw that up. I always forget. I always forget the steps. Man, that Coop, that video we did last night uh pulled me in about 50 new subs. It's funny because we do these videos on the thing and it pulls in a lot of people. That's why a lot of people are talking about this Jeremy Hale stuff. They're getting a lot of views out of it. And views on YouTube, views are where it's at. Views are what pull you in everything. Rumble's a little bit weird. It is, Harry. I wouldn't take the chance to hurt JH in the by going to the courthouse. I don't believe. I mean, you can request to go in, and I could request to go into the courtroom. I would imagine that the judge would deny it, but I would just love to be outside. Glaswegian and Scouse accents are the hardest accents to understand in the UK. Oh, dude, you are not kidding. I lived in Abu Dhabi, and one of our friends, she was from Scotland, and like trying to understand her. Like my other friend was from Ireland. Well, actually, two of them were. One was from Ireland, one was from Northern Ireland. I could understand them just fine, but oh my god, that Scottish girl. Whew, I was always like, it doesn't help that that's when I started going deaf in this ear. I'm not to the point where I have to wear hearing aids yet, but if someone's on this side, like things will just sound like Lisa Lee talking. It's all mumble. So I'll have to be like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? And oh my god, she was so hard to understand. Oh, Larry and Saucy are in here? I'm sorry, I didn't see them. Oh, they're there. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Um, I toned down my accent when speaking to anyone. Um, People here, like people from, I'm from the Midwest, and people from the Midwest will say we don't have an accent. We do, and we actually have a couple, but they're just very subtle. I am from, I'm from Toledo, Ohio, which is the Rust Belt, and we have that Rust Belt accent. Um, where a lot of them will, for me, there was a lot of Polish people. So they talked like this, they put, dut, 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 dut. That's the way it goes. Like, I remember we used to go to this, like, my parents belonged to this club, and we'd go in, there was, the bar, and they'd always be watching, like, baseball or something. They'd go, right in there. Obviously, I'm exaggerating it. But yeah, that's how it was. So I find accents very cool. Uh, Piss me off. I can rant at them. They don't understand a right? I yeah. My friend who lives in the UK, she's all about me going, but she doesn't want. She's like, let's. Do you really want to do Scotland? She's like, let's go to the Lake District. I think you'll love it. And I know it is beautiful there. I know it is very beautiful there. Uh, so don't get me wrong. Um, but yeah, we really want to go to a Scottish distillery. You guys just came in. Um, we should tomorrow. I'll be here. Maybe we can do something tomorrow. Do a stream or something. Still waiting for Lou to make her YouTube appearance. Well, she's got enough friends now that if like some of you guys are starting your channels and stuff, and yeah, we've got good people here that'll help build you up. That's one thing I do laugh about the haters. None of them are helping other people build their channels, which is very, very telling. Like that's that's why we've been so successful and they're not. Is we have helped people. We've built like this community. We've got people, we've got me, we've got Coop, we got Georgie, we got Larry, we've got John Naylor who's in here. And uh Daniel. And it's hard to build a following. It is. But I've got no problem pushing out anybody's links or anything. In fact, um, I'm gonna make Huff, Larry. I'm gonna make you a mod, so that way you can always come in here and put your link. And is John Naylor still in here? Because I don't know if you're a mod or not. I'm not. I know you were in here earlier. I just don't want to scroll through. I'm lazy. I don't want to scroll through a whole bunch of stuff. So if I have to make you a mod, the Yorkshire accent is hard as well. Yes, it is. Um, it's virtual. It's almost a Scottish accent. I mean, it's right there. uh, yeah, AVA. See, AVA. Like we've built this community where we all support one another. You know, and but when you look at these haters, like if you can't help them, right away, they don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you. Absolutely, Jessica, promote your niece's channel. Um, uh, Here, I'm making you a mod. Jessica, feel free to drop her link as much as you want. I don't care. It, we're almost to 6,200 followers here, so I don't care about promoting people. What's the point of this? If I can't do good with this channel, I don't see what the point of having it is. It is a Scottish accent. Okay. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. I do remember seeing the wrench. Now that you mention it, Dennis, newbie to this community. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and when we do stuff, when we promote each other, it's so much more fun. So let's take a look here at where the Huffs are. They're at 930. We are getting so close to having them fully monetized. Are you guys close to the partial monetization? I know your watch hours were starting to get up there. So there's the link. Everyone make sure you go and subscribe to them. We're going to get them over. Lulu would be a great co-host for you. Tells it like it is. Hey, if Lulu ever wants to come on, most of you guys, I'd have no problem with you guys coming on. I will not have Susan Cartwright on. And I know you're asking, who is Susan Cartwright? Ask Spawn Trooper who Susan Cartwright is. Yeah, how close can we get the Huffs today? Can we get them to 1,000? uh, Larry, you guys got any? You're partially monetized now. Okay, awesome. That's great. Are you guys planning on any adventures here soon? I was watching your stream a little bit. Was it yesterday or the day before? Uh, I was at work though, and I had like so much stuff going on. This week has been so crazy. I literally the one night I was up till midnight with um with a business thing, talking with people in Kuwait. Went to bed, woke up late. I woke up at like 6, and then the next day I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed thinking I'll get sleep. No, I had to wake up at 4 so I could have another business meeting. It stinks some days. Skipper, what do they want me up for? I'm not gonna sub to ST just to ask that, or maybe I should. Hey, it's all up to you. Good morning, Shinemesis. Uh, we are at our tiny house in the middle of nowhere right now, working on it a little, enjoying the country a lot. Nice, very nice. Take some nice pictures. Um, yeah, so for my business, I requested to start a Amazon on demand, so I can start selling some of my wares through uh, uh, Amazon, but that is not anything attached to uh, Veteran Nation. It's a totally separate thing. This is my niece's channel. Her and her friend are foodies in Redlands and Ukaipa. Okay. Here, let me pull that up. I should probably watch some of their stuff because Redlands, Ikaipa are not they're not far from me. The non-couch potato list. Okay. Let me get in here and I'll subscribe to them. There we go. I'm now subscribed. And see, these are the good things we can do for each other. Just support one another. I got no problem doing that. I'll actually be um, speaking of Southern California, I'm going to uh, Paris, California tonight. I know everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to Paris?" No, Paris, California, spelled very differently, Perris. And we're going to the Auto Speedway tonight because tonight, Saturday, it's the night of destruction. So yeah, it's a dirt track, and yeah, tonight it's not a demolition derby, but it's the night of destruction where it's just cars hitting each other. Like it's like last car still moving wins type of thing. So, you know, my son's a teenager, and I was 2 years ago. I was like, "Do you want to go to the dirt track?" And he was like, "What's at the dirt track?" And I had already taken him to. We didn't go to a NASCAR race, but we went to the the Busch Series race, which is just one level below, which was before the NASCAR race. And I was like, oh yeah, that like I took him to that. He loved that, and I was like, yeah, this is dirt track. This is much smaller. So we went, and oh my god, like he loved it because you're right there. All the cars are hitting each other. They're not going incredibly fast, but yeah. So this week I went to his Boy Scouts. I was like, what do you want to do this week? He was like, I don't know, play video games, which is what he always does. I was like, well, they have the Night of Destruction at the dirt track. He's like, oh yeah, we're going. Are you near Cerro Gordo? I've never heard that, so I don't know. I'm right near Joshua Tree National Park, and on the northern side, I'm right next to the main entrance. It's literally right down the street here. Uh, I could walk to it. It's uphill, so it'll be a pretty pretty big walk, but yeah, I can walk to it. Um, and I see. Oh, thank you, Mr. Coop.
I like money.
I finally my thing. I didn't have the sounds earlier when you guys were giving me the super chats because my iPad wasn't plugged in fully and it wasn't charged, so I had to plug it in, and now it came on. So I got my thing there. Which Coop, by the way, if just call me and we'll talk about the Stream Deck for you. Beware of flying dirt at the Paris Speedway. Um, I grew up. We used to go to the dirt track when I was a kid, and the one that we used to go to like kicked up a lot of dirt. This one, it'll kick up dirt, but not as much as I remember the other one. Like I remember us having we're we'd have dirt in our teeth. It would kick up that much dirt. I watch ghost towns living in Cali. There's a couple ghost towns not far from me. I do know that. I know there's one up near Big Bear on this side of Big Bear. I do want to go check that out. I like doing exploring like that. Um, maybe I'll go back and do another thing at Slab City. People get scared about Slab City. I don't know if I would stay there all night, but I'll definitely go back during the day. That's not a problem. I found it trying to figure out how to get my iPad. Okay, there you go. If you need help setting it up, also if you want any of my sounds, just let me know. I gave Megan Fox this sound because she mentioned that she wanted it, and I sent her. I was like, "Hey, I got it. Do you want it?" And she's like, "Yeah." So yeah, send her that. People were people have said I'm copying her with my soundboard. Oh, I am not copying her. I'll tell you who I'm copying. I'm copying Opie and Anthony. That's where I got this sound clip.
I got a tree on my house.
That one, and
Okay, faggot, what's next?
those are and the police siren, which is really loud, so I'm not gonna put that one on. But those are I stole those straight from Opie and Anthony, and that's where I really was focused getting on the soundboard. And I use the soundboard the way they do. Okay, hold on though, Lou. Let me open that. I'll watch it when there we go. I'll watch that after I'm done with the stream. We have a little town in Wisconsin called Slab City. It had one bar and tavern. If anyone is in SoCal, there's a place in San Pedro called Sunken City. It's part of the city that slid into the water. You can go down the old tunnels and see the roads, go out in the ocean. I didn't know that. Maybe next time I'm in Los Angeles, I'll head out to San Pedro. I've been out to San Pedro before. That's over near where I where you pick up the cruises. They come right in near San Pedro. I was talking with my mom. We want to do an Alaskan cruise. I think that'll be fun. We've only done the one cruise though. I'm going through all my receipts. I started last night. I'm getting all my stuff. Man, I've got so many travel receipts for my business. It might not be as much money as last year, but I have a lot more receipts. Want to talk about dive bar? Little joke in the wall. I'll tell you the bar that I went to. I specifically went there, and then I took my parents there. It was in San Juan Capistrano, and it's the Swallows Inn, and very famous bar. And the mission of San Juan Capistrano, where the Swallows return every year, is right down the street. But I'll tell you why we went there. My dad, his favorite movie is Heartbreak Ridge, and it's the bar from Heartbreak Ridge. And so yeah, we got to go in there and see where they filmed everything. Sounds like you can book that cruise for us. I would much rather go on one with you guys. That you guys seem like you know everything about the cruises. Um, I'm on board with doing a veterans cruise. I know the Grangers are up for it. I know you guys are up for it. And Laura's down. Military living conditions. Good morning. Actually, yeah. Melissa, would you be down for going? Would you guys be down for going on a veterans cruise? We're talking about maybe doing one. Now, she's up where the Alaskan cruises will go from, because she's up at McCord, that area, I should say, because I don't think her husband's on McCord. I could be confused though. I forget so many things. Yeah, but yeah, maybe I'll talk to my son today. Maybe we'll go to Salvation Mountain. So maybe leave a little bit early, go to that before we go to the races, because he loves Grand Theft Auto 5, and Salvation Mountain is in Grand Theft Auto. They didn't put Slab City. The Salton Sea, they did a thing about the Salton Sea, and they have Salvation Mountain, a replica of it. Love to go on a cruise. Not sure I'll make it out of the room. I'd be tossed. Believe it or not, like when you're inside the ship, yeah, you'll feel the rocking a little bit, but like because there's all this stuff around you, like my dad gets very easily seasick. He did not get seasick on the cruise. You'll get seasick like when you can't see land and stuff like that. That's when you'll get seasick. Or if you do what the sailors used to do, they used to be like, "Oh, here, let us help with your seasickness," and they would hang something like with a little paper weight or a weight down at the bottom and make like a little pendulum. Just be like, "Here, just stare at this," and as the ship would yaw and this thing was going back and forth, it makes your body like recognize that it's yawing and going back and forth, and you'll get more seasick. Did my internet just cut out? Okay, maybe just for a second. Um, but yeah, if you do that, people get seasick. But if you're inside, not paying attention and stuff, you won't get seasick. And by the time like you really get out to sea, you'll be fine. Uh, yeah, there's not many people I saw get seasick. Bigger the ship, the less rocking. Yeah, that is true. If you're doing a veterans cruise, the TC and AVA need to be there. I tried getting TC on the last one. TC is a stubborn guy. AVA, I think we could get AVA. I don't know about TC. You guys will have to work on TC. Um, yeah, I think TC was like, you want me to be on trapped on a ship with you for a week? Talking about me? Yeah, I think that was the turnoff. Um, what I do love about cruises is that you can pay ahead of time and get it all paid for. It is like Larry has said before, it is cheaper. Doing them is cheaper, and so but yeah, you can like pay everything ahead of time. Then you just have to worry about like your drink bill. Oh, okay, we got the Huffs up to 933. So we're getting up there. If you guys haven't, he put his link there. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Have you been to the Desert Bar in Parker, Arizona, Nelly E Saloon? I've been to Parker. I have not been to many of the bars in Parker. Um, that's I was talking with my son about going to either Parker or Havasu uh, for his spring break, and his mom is just being difficult. Uh, she's just being her. Um, so she does not. She's trying to go by the most strictest way of interpreting the custody order to try to deny me time, which is that's been our theme for the last 5-6 years. So, but I've already talked to my lawyer about it, and my lawyer's going to talk to her lawyer. So we'll see. But that's where I want to do either Parker or Havasu, and then go to Tombstone. That's what I would have liked to have done. Don't know if we're going to do it at this point. Hey, Magic. Good morning. As long as the food is good and the water slides are fun. Oh, the water slides are fun. They are fun. And what I liked about the being on the ship was when we would go into port, everyone was like, "Oh, we're going off," and like they were like, I went off in Cabo San Lucas. We also went off in Puerto Vallarta, but in Matalan, I didn't really. I looked at what was there. I was like, not really for me. So I stayed on ship, and oh my god, owned the pool. I was able to do all the water slides without any lines. So yeah, that was fun. It's way off the beaten path. Only open from October to April. Interesting. Um, what's the name of the town? It's Oat something, Arizona. It's up in the mountains, and there's wild donkeys. And I was talking with someone yesterday. I've got all these people. They're like, you should get chickens, and honestly, I just don't want chickens. If I got anything, I would get a duck. Um, because Ducks give you bigger eggs. They also you don't need to do the roosting boxes. They're also a little bit cleaner. Um, but I'm not to the place where I'd want a duck. But if I did get an animal out here, I would love to get a donkey. Donkeys just seem like so much fun. That cat is around here somewhere. And the dog, she tore up my bed, and now she's up there. You can see her up there, right there. Damn it. She's right there, cuddled up amongst the pillows. Nothing like tearing up my bed just to make sure you're warm up in the pillows. I'm out of coffee again, but I'm probably going to end this stream. I've been going an hour. Get a goat there, the best. See, I know goats are easy. I worry about a couple things. They seem like more of a mess. And Oatman, yeah, Oatman, Jessica. Yep. I knew it was oat something. Um, but donkeys, like we get coyotes out here, and I worry about coyotes coming up here until I get my fence rebuilt and everything. But I know with a donkey, I could just let the donkey roam. Like, yeah, donkeys will keep, like, they've been known to fight off coyotes. Um, so yeah, I just think having a donkey would be fun. Now, before I bought this place, I was looking at a place way out in Wonder Valley, like way out there, and there's only one like bar in Wonder Valley, and I was gonna be like half a mile from it, and this was a big plot of land I was looking at, and had I gotten that, people are like, "Oh, you should buy it. You can have horses." I'm not a horse guy, not a horse guy at all, but I would have gotten a camel, and I would have rode the camel into like the little bar out there. Um, I would love to build a replica of the bar from Star Wars out there because it looks like Star Wars out there. And if you out here, you get all these LA people that if I built something like that, they would absolutely flock to it. Like the bar out in Wonder Valley gets packed. It gets packed because you get all these LA people who are like, yeah, we want this desert stuff. We want to see it. And like, those people are crazy. They're crazy. Oh, thank you for being here, Denise. I have a duck that's just now laying eggs. Yeah, see, I hear duck eggs are bigger. Um, Ducks also can be like trained on where to go to the bathroom. We have coyotes too, but a coyote will go after any animal. Yeah, they will. But they also like are timid. So like I've got my security lights that come on, and I know like they go on in the middle of the night when the coyotes get close to my property because I got a game camera, so I see them. And they will go up and down my road looking for the trash. And there's been a couple days where, because when I wake up, I take Glory outside, and there's like Glory is a, she's about the size of your average coyote, and they'll look at her, but the moment they see me, they're like, "Yeah, no, want no problem, want no part of this," and then run off, and they go over onto my neighbor's property. But I do know the donkeys, yeah, the the coyotes, if they attack the donkey will beat them off. uh, they also like the donkeys will protect. Uh, oh, apparently, is he live now? I'm trying to take a look here. Oh yeah, Spawn Trooper's live right now. So go ask him who Susan Cartwright is. He's all pissed. He's all pissed about me questioning his service. It's like, dude, you lied about my service. So me questioning your service is fair. You opened this door. but he's mad. He's mad. His BF is a goose. His name is Goose Goose. I'm telling you, you start showing your animals more on your channel, like your channel will take off. People love animals. Um, and the more personality the animal has, the better it will be for your channel. Chores don't do themselves. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Please go support Jessica's niece's channel. I will check it out. And I'll watch some of the videos, and I might check out some of the places that they're talking because they're not far from me. That's kind of the area I'm going to today. Um, I don't know if I'll make it to Redlands though. That's a little bit far. Ukaipa, it's a little bit far. I'll probably get to Banning, maybe Hemet. Catching a break between sap runs. You're out of your mind, Valor View. You can do the sap runs. I'm not. Like my body is broken enough. Goose and Maverick. So the duck is Maverick and Goose is the goose. Geese are mean. Yeah. So I'll show you this picture. This is an oh, I bumped that. Sorry. This is a picture I took of my son right there. And that was many, many years ago. It was a great picture, great shot that I got with my camera. But we were feeding the geese, and oh, those suckers were so mean. I subbed to them a few minutes ago. Nice, nice. You see, supporting and helping each other, and that's how you build a community. And like, no kidding, building a community for all of our YouTube channels. That does well for so many. Like, okay, there's 80 of you here on YouTube. I've got 150 watching, all told. Okay, so there's 71 on X, 79 on YouTube right now. So we build a community. When someone goes live, a lot of us go in there. So then you have that base of people, you're getting that base of views. And like Georgie was talking about, I added 50 people yesterday, and I said something about it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I got a bunch of new subscribers." And I said, "Yeah, it's because you're getting more popular. YouTube recognizes that your channel's growing and getting more popular. And what they do then is they start recommending your videos in front of more people. Success builds on success. And that's how you make more money. You want to make hundreds of dollars on YouTube. That's how you do it. And that's why I've got no problem bringing in other people. I'm helping them, but they are also helping me. It's easy work now. Sap lines running to a collection tank. Good to you. Good on you. Not me. I'm just not saying. I thought you were talking about sappy plates. I thought you were talking about that type of run. So I'm guessing that's sap from a tree making syrup. Yeah. Oh yeah. My son he's as ginger as they come. He is definitely soulless. Have a positive channel. Yeah. Like doing the negative stuff. Like I can talk about the drama and I'll get views. But it overall will take away from the channel. So, and if you also notice, when I talk about them, I'm calm. Like I without even going on to his right now, I guarantee you he's emotional. Biggest mistake they make. Do not do a live emotional. Wait 24 hours. Be calm. Because then you can just, talk about it and be like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then, the only problem that you get is I get people who are like, you need to just move on, be the better person. First off, I'm never gonna be the reasonable person. Though I was that as an officer, and you know what? It sucks. It sucks being the calm, most rational, reasonable person. It really does. I'll still be calm. I will still deal with things rationally. That's why I wait, at least 24 hours. Sometimes I wait several days. I just don't want to be emotional. But being reasonable, I'll be reasonable to a point. And I already went to that point. When they started attacking Uncle Frank's family, no, my days of being reasonable are now done. And everyone now who, like you saw it yesterday, if you were on the fake group, uh, My Pretty, aka Pam Carson, was trying to get me to be reasonable and saying that. And it's like, no, you talk to your co-host, tell him to be reasonable because he's not being unreasonable, or he's not being reasonable. He's being very unreasonable, and I'm not gonna be. I tried. I'm done. You pushed me to the limit. I'm done. But now I'm gonna make money off it. I've found the positive in it. I'm gonna make money off it. Reasonable, don't get nothing done. Sometimes you have to be nasty. Yeah, don't push reasonable men to unreasonable circumstances. There you go. And I guarantee you he's complaining about people questioning his service. Well, maybe you shouldn't have lied about mine. See, he was talking about social media bullying. It's like, you lied about my service, dude. You're not being bullied. You're the bully. But no one's a bigger victim than a bully who gets called out. So, oh well. Cry me a river. But I'm making money off it. That one video, it pulled me in quite a few views. Oh yeah, that's right. Lulu's mom was feeling sick. How was she? See, I'm such a guy sometimes I forget about stuff. I don't always know how to act. Back is itchy. That's a difficult spot. There we go. Good morning, Laura. Yeah, I did have to laugh at his excuse of he won't prove his service because he doesn't want his family to be harassed. I don't think those things are necessarily linked. I think you can prove your service without your family getting attacked. I have a couple songs about Stolen Valor. You might like them. Yeah, send them my way. DM them to me. Stolen Valor isn't like my big deal. Like, there was a day where like that really bothered me. Not so much anymore. But if you're gonna lie about my service, don't start crying when I start questioning yours. And I'm not even saying he didn't serve. I'm just saying it seems like things seem fishy to me. I've never seen proof of it. My Pretty keeps saying she's seen proof, but she hasn't said what she's seen. She won't post it herself. So, okay. And they won't say who Susan Cartwright is. But it's been fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I got stuff I got a lot of chores today. And I gotta get the little man up. He is still out. I don't know what the hell his mom does to him during the week that he sleeps in this late. But maybe he's just a teenager. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate you being here this morning. I will be around if any of you guys need me. You can DM me on any of my social media. Go over to Spawn Trooper's channel. Give him some views. Ask him who Susan Cartwright is. That's he knows. He knows. And if you're a member of this channel, if you're a member, you can find out by going into my DMs with Spawn Trooper. It's a members only video. And in there I talk about who Susan Cartwright is, and you see the proof. And you also see the proof that Spawn Trooper knows. And it will open your eyes to so many things. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to DM me if you need me. As always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.